Picture this. You're sitting across from your boss, heart racing, palms sweaty. The promotion you've been working toward just went to someone else. You have legitimate concerns about the decision, but every fiber of your being screams danger at the thought of speaking up. Kerry Patterson's Crucial Conversations offers a masterful blueprint for navigating these treacherous waters. You'll learn to stay in dialogue when stakes are high, create safety, and transform destructive arguments into productive exchanges that strengthen relationships. What makes a conversation crucial? It's when three conditions align: high stakes, differing opinions, and strong emotions. These are the conversations that matter most, yet they're also the ones we handle worst. When faced with these high-stakes moments, we typically default to one of two unhealthy responses: silence, avoiding the issue entirely, or violence, forcing our views through aggression or manipulation. The power of mastering crucial conversations cannot be overstated. As the authors remind us, the pool of shared meaning is the birthplace of synergy. When we create a space where all relevant information is freely shared, better decisions and stronger relationships naturally follow. Let's explore the 7 principles that will transform how you handle life's most challenging conversations, starting with the foundation. Start with heart. The foundation of every successful, crucial conversation begins long before you open your mouth. Starting with heart means getting brutally honest about your real motives and desired outcomes. Before your next crucial conversation, ask yourself 3 critical questions. What do I want for myself? What do I want for the other person? What do I want for our relationship? This prevents you from falling into the trap of trying to win at the expense of connection. Consider Sarah, a project manager who needed to address a team member's consistently late deliverables. Instead of launching into criticism, she started with heart by clarifying her intentions. She wanted the project to succeed, the team member to grow, and their relationship to strengthen. The second principle is learn to look, recognizing the early warning signs that safety is leaving the conversation. When people don't feel safe, they retreat into silence or attack with violence, both of which kill productive dialogue. Safety dies when people perceive that you don't respect them or that you don't care about their goals. Learning to spot these danger signs early allows you to restore safety before the conversation derails completely. Watch for silent signals like masking, avoiding, and withdrawing, and violent signals like controlling, labeling, and attacking. These behaviors indicate that safety has left the conversation. The authors emphasize that at the foundation of every successful confrontation lies safety. Without it, even the most well-intentioned conversations can become destructive. The content of your message cannot be separated from how safe people feel discussing it. The third principle is make it safe, creating conditions for honest dialogue. This isn't about avoiding difficult topics. It's about creating an environment where people feel secure enough to share their true thoughts and feelings. Contrasting is one of the most powerful tools for restoring safety. When you sense that others have misunderstood your intent, use the "I don't want what I do want is" formula to clarify your real purpose. Consider Jennifer, an executive giving critical feedback to a colleague. She began by making it safe. "I want you to know how much I respect your expertise. I'm bringing this up because I care about your success and our team's effectiveness." The authors offer this powerful reminder. The mistake most of us make in our crucial conversations is we believe that we have to choose between telling the truth and keeping a friend. But this is a false choice. The fourth principle is master your stories, separating facts from the interpretations we create. The problem isn't the facts themselves, it's the stories we tell ourselves about those facts that often lead to anger, hurt, and defensiveness. Here's how it works. Something happens, facts. We instantly create a story to explain why it happened, interpretation. We generate emotions based on our story, and then we act on those emotions. The most common clever stories we tell ourselves are victim stories, it's not my fault, villain stories, it's all their fault, and helpless stories, there's nothing I can do. These stories remove responsibility from us, but also remove our power to create change. Take David, a sales manager furious that his top performer missed a client meeting. His initial story, she doesn't respect me. But when he separated facts from story and approached with curiosity, he discovered she'd been dealing with a family emergency. The fifth principle is state your path, speaking persuasively without triggering defensiveness. This approach allows you to share controversial or difficult messages in a way that invites dialogue rather than debate. STATE stands for share your facts, tell your story, ask for others' paths, talk tentatively, and encourage testing. The genius of STATE is that it separates facts from conclusions and invites collaboration in interpreting those facts. Instead of saying, "You don't care about this project," try, "I've noticed the last 3 deliverables were submitted after the deadline, and I'm starting to wonder if this project is still a priority for you. How do you see the situation?" Lisa, a team leader, used STATE to address a colleague's interrupting behavior. "In our last 2 meetings, I noticed I was cut off when presenting the budget numbers. I'm starting to worry my input isn't valued. What's your take on how our meetings are going?" The sixth principle is explore others' paths, actively seeking to understand their perspective, especially when they're reluctant to share. Often the most important information comes from drawing out what others are thinking but not saying. The AMPP method provides a systematic approach. Ask to get things rolling, mirror to acknowledge emotions, paraphrase to show understanding, and prime when they're still hesitant. This creates safety for honest sharing. Try these AMPP approaches. Ask with, "What's your take on this?" A mirror with, "You seem frustrated, is that accurate?" Paraphrase with, "So if I understand correctly," and prime with, "I'm wondering if you might be thinking." Consider Tom, a project manager whose team members seemed disengaged. Instead of ignoring the signals, Tom explored her path. "Sarah, I've noticed you've been quiet during our planning sessions. You seem concerned about something. What's on your mind?" The authors remind us, remember to know and not to do is really not to know. These skills require practice to become truly effective. Knowledge alone isn't enough. Application is where transformation happens. The seventh principle is move to action, concluding the conversation with clear agreements on next steps and responsibilities. Without this step, even the best dialogue can fail to produce results. Effective action plans answer 4 questions. Who does what? By when? How will we follow up? How will we hold each other accountable? Without clarity on these points, good intentions often fail to translate into results. As the authors note, the key to real change lies not in implementing a new process, but in getting people to hold one another accountable to the process. Accountability transforms agreements into results. Some critics argue that crucial conversations oversimplifies communication by focusing only on high-stakes moments. In reality, the book provides foundational tools for crucial moments while expecting readers to develop broader communication awareness. Others suggest the book makes emotional control seem mechanical or easy. However, the authors acknowledge emotional management requires practice and awareness, offering repeated strategies rather than quick fixes. Some claim the book alone can solve systemic or relationship issues. In truth, it empowers individual communication skills, but doesn't claim to fix deep systemic problems without additional steps. Learning crucial conversation skills follows a feedback loop. Practice in low-stakes situations, observe results, reflect on what worked and what didn't, adjust your approach, and practice again with increasing challenge. Your Crucial Conversations toolkit includes: start with heart to clarify intentions, learn to look for safety signs, make it safe when needed, master your stories, state your path clearly, explore others' perspectives, and move to action. Mastering crucial conversations isn't just about handling difficult situations better. It transforms how you approach all communication. You'll create a reputation as someone who can be trusted with sensitive topics, listens genuinely, and seeks mutually beneficial solutions. Your 3-call script challenge. Identify 3 important conversations you've been avoiding. For each, write down your start with heart intentions, prepare your state approach, and schedule the conversation within the next week. For each conversation, prepare this script template. I'd like to talk about topic. My goal is mutual purpose. I've noticed facts, and I'm starting to think tentative story. I'd like to hear your perspective on this. After each conversation, complete this reflection. What went well? What safety issues arose? How did I handle them? What would I do differently next time? This reflection accelerates your skill development. Remember, these skills require practice. Start with lower stakes conversations to build confidence. Notice which principles come naturally and which need development. Most importantly, approach learning with the same curiosity and respect for others that makes crucial conversations successful. If you found these insights valuable, hit the like button and subscribe for more communication skills videos. Get your own copy of Crucial Conversations through the link in the description to start transforming your most difficult dialogues into opportunities for growth and connection.